Do you ever think that once you're past 50, the door to love and romantic dates has closed forever? That age is an insurmountable barrier to finding a meaningful relationship. If you've ever had these thoughts, you're certainly not alone. Many people over 50 feel this way, and that's precisely why we need to talk about mature dating for over 50s. I'm here to share an exciting truth with you. It's time we completely reevaluated the concept of dating in our later years. Because contrary to what you might believe, mature dating for over 50s is not only possible but also brings surprising advantages that you are absolutely going to love. Let me introduce you to Sarah, a vibrant 68-year-old woman. After many years living alone since her husband passed away, Sarah assumed her life would simply be quiet days with her books and the gentle joy of her children and grandchildren. She appreciated that peacefulness, but sometimes a small void would still creep into her heart, a longing for shared laughter, late-night conversations, or a warm hand to hold from someone special. Sarah used to believe those desires were simply not appropriate for her age, that those opportunities had passed her by. However, one day, a close friend shared an incredibly inspiring story about their own journey to finding happiness and love later in life. That conversation planted a tiny seed of hope in Sarah's heart. She began to realize that perhaps she had placed unnecessary limits on herself. Her friend's story made Sarah curious about mature dating for over 50s, and what it could truly offer. Though initially hesitant and a bit intimidated by the world of online dating, she decided to give herself a chance. That small decision opened up an entirely new chapter in Sarah's life. She not only found a wonderful companion for travel adventures, but also rediscovered the joy of deep connection, a special bond she never thought she'd find at this age. Sarah's story is living proof that mature dating for over 50s is nothing to be afraid of or feel distant from. It's a wide open door to happiness. In this video, I will guide you through shedding the burden of old beliefs and discovering 5 surprising advantages of mature dating for over 50s that you will genuinely adore. Get ready to transform how you view love in your mature years and open your heart to the wonderful possibilities ahead. You'll soon realize that this could truly be your golden moment to rediscover romance and begin a deeply meaningful new chapter in your life. You've just joined me on this journey into mature dating for over 50s and heard Sarah's inspiring story, a vivid testament that love and connection truly have no age limit. But I understand that not everyone can so easily cast aside all hesitation and dive into dating like Sarah did. The reason? It's quite simple. We at this stage of life have often accumulated far too many problems and preconceptions in our minds. They act like invisible walls separating us from the potential happiness we truly deserve. Let's be frank about these old ways of thinking. Many people over 50, even if they don't voice it, still hold on to outdated beliefs about dating, deeply ingrained in their subconscious. These aren't just fleeting thoughts, they're persistent whispers in our heads, invisible barriers that stop us even when opportunity knocks. First, and perhaps the most common, I'm too old now, who would want to date me? This is a sigh I hear all too often. It stems from a mistaken belief that a person's value, especially in love, diminishes with age. We look at energetic young couples in movies or on social media and compare ourselves. We see vibrant advertisements aimed only at the young and conclude that our time has passed. But the truth is, beauty and attractiveness aren't just about smooth skin or dark hair. They're found in maturity, in wisdom, in the life stories you carry. Would anyone dare say that an old book with faded pages and profound tales is less valuable than a glossy new one that's empty inside? The very lines on your face are proof of a life fully lived, and that in itself is truly appealing. Secondly, another common thought is dating is only for young, foolish people. You might have experienced the dramatic dating phase of your youth, with its chaotic emotions, mind games, and impulsive decisions. And now, you simply don't want to revisit that exhausting cycle. You imagine dating means noisy bars, sleepless nights, or pointless conversations. This makes you hesitate, thinking you're past all that. But mature dating for over 50s is entirely different. It's no longer about finding a perfect partner by societal standards, but about seeking a kindred spirit, a companion to share the remaining years with. It aims for sincerity, understanding, and peace, not impulsiveness. Then there's the preconception about responsibilities. I have children and grandchildren now. I don't have the time or energy for love. Our lives at this age often revolve around family. We dedicate time to weekend meals, visits, and sometimes feel as though every spare moment must be given to our loved ones. The thought of sharing that time and energy with a new relationship can seem selfish or an unnecessary burden. Moreover, we worry about how our children and grandchildren will react. Will they accept this new person? Will they think we are neglecting our family? This concern, though stemming from love, inadvertently becomes another strong wall, stopping you from finding personal happiness. And we can't forget the pain from the past. Past heartache, divorce, loss of a partner makes me afraid to open up. Many of us have experienced significant losses in life, whether it's the passing of a spouse or a deeply painful divorce. Those emotional scars don't heal easily. We fear facing that pain again, fear being hurt, fear having to start over from scratch. We tell ourselves it's better to be alone than to go through that sorrow. This fear becomes a false comfort zone, where we trap ourselves in loneliness rather than facing the risks of happiness, of a new connection. Finally, another major preconception is about appearance. My looks have changed. I'm no longer attractive. When we look in the mirror, we might see wrinkles, graying hair, or other physical changes that age brings. We might compare ourselves to our younger selves and feel insecure. Modern society often promotes images of eternal youth, inadvertently making us believe that beauty only exists in our 20s. This makes us hesitant to consider dating, as we think we're not pretty enough to attract someone. But the truth is, beauty at this age lies in confidence, in a radiant smile, and in a peaceful soul, qualities that time only deepens. All these thoughts, no matter their origin, have a common impact. They are holding you back. They are robbing you of the chance to experience joy, connection, and a meaningful love in these precious years of your life. Just like Sarah, if you stubbornly cling to these preconceptions, you'll miss out on a wonderful chapter that you could absolutely be writing. Identifying and naming these preconceptions is the first step to breaking them down. In upcoming videos of this series on mature dating for over 50s, we won't just talk about these issues, but we'll also work together to untangle each knot, helping you shift your mindset and prepare for a promising dating journey. Don't let these old walls stop you from finding new happiness. You deserve to be loved and to be happy, no matter your age. You've just joined me as we journeyed through shedding old preconceptions and the unnecessary burdens surrounding mature dating for over 50s. You've now seen the unique advantages that only come with this stage of life: maturity, freedom, a wealth of experience, and the ability to truly prioritize what matters. I sincerely hope that through these insights, you've felt a new spark, a gentle nudge to open your heart. Now that you realize your golden years aren't the end of love, but could actually be the most meaningful chapter of your life, the big question is, what will you do with this fresh perspective? Will you let it drift away like a fleeting thought, or will you turn it into concrete action to create happiness for yourself? This is precisely the moment for a call to action. It's time for you to stop just reading, listening, or thinking, and start acting. Don't let old fears or procrastination hold you back. We saw Sarah's story, a 68-year-old woman who once thought she'd stay alone, but bravely stepped out of her comfort zone and found a surprising new chapter in her mature dating for over 50s journey. Sarah didn't let the preconceptions of being too old, no one would want me, or it's only for young people stop her. She believed in her own worth, in the life experience she carried, and that opened the door to new connections. You can do that too. You deserve to be loved, to share, and to experience the joy of a meaningful relationship. You already have the wisdom to know what's important and the freedom to pursue it. So, are you ready? Ask yourself this question again, as honestly as you can. If the answer is yes, even if it's just a small yes whispered in your heart, that's a wonderful beginning. Don't let fear hold you back. The fear of getting hurt, of rejection, or of starting over is completely natural. We all experience it, but remember, fear is only powerful when we let it control us. Face it, accept it as part of the journey, and then keep moving forward. True happiness often lies just outside our comfort zone. Just as Sarah overcame her apprehension about online dating, you too can overcome any mental barriers that stand in your way of mature dating for over 50s. Give yourself a chance. This isn't about finding someone to fill a void, but about enriching your life. Mature dating for over 50s can be about finding a travel companion for those dream trips, someone to enjoy peaceful afternoon coffees with, or simply someone to share hearty laughs with about everyday things. It's about shared experiences, deep understanding, and the profound connection you deserve. Cast off those old, deeply ingrained preconceptions. Release the burdens of age, appearance, or past experiences. Instead, embrace your self-confidence, your maturity, and an open mind. You don't need to change who you are for anyone. Just be the most authentic and wonderful version of yourself. Who you are, with all your experience and depth, is already more than enough to be attractive. Life is a gift, and every stage offers unique opportunities. Your golden years aren't the end of romantic adventures. They're an invitation to write a new chapter, possibly the most meaningful and fulfilling one in your life. So be ready to welcome the unexpected joys life can bring. Open your heart, maintain an open mind, and trust that happiness awaits you on your journey of mature dating for over 50s. In the next episode of our Mature Dating for Over 50s series, we'll dive deeper into awakening your inner beauty, boosting self-confidence at any age. Because as we've seen, self-confidence is the very first key to unlocking the door to these meaningful relationships. It's the foundation for stepping out, meeting new people, and beginning your own journey of rediscovering romance. Don't miss it. Thank you for joining me in this episode on Mature Dating for Over 50s. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, where we'll explore the power of true self-confidence. You've just joined me as we navigated the burdens and preconceptions that age and life experience have unwittingly placed upon us when it comes to mature dating for over 50. Recognizing these might have felt a bit uncomfortable, but that's truly the first and most crucial step to breaking down those barriers. Now it's time for us to shift our perspective. Instead of lamenting what we think we've lost, let's focus on what we have and are gaining. The amazing advantages that dating in our mature years actually brings. Look, mature dating for over 50s isn't about revisiting the impulsive drama of our youth, fleeting romances, or exhausting emotional games. This is an entirely different journey, a promising new chapter, and you hold unique weapons that younger people simply don't possess: maturity and self-awareness. Remember your 20s or 30s. We often struggled to find ourselves, trying to define who we were based on others' expectations or simply chasing fleeting trends. Back then, love often came with big questions like, who am I? Or what do I want in life? But now, it's different. You've lived long enough to know exactly who you are, what your core values are, and what you want from a relationship. You no longer need to find yourself through someone's eyes. You are already a book with many chapters, many stories. You know how to stand firmly on your own 2 feet. You don't need someone else to complete you. This self-confidence and independence are incredibly attractive in mature dating for over 50s, because you exude authenticity and stability. You're not afraid to show your true self, and that attracts people who are also seeking genuineness, freedom, and independence. This is an advantage that many younger people simply don't have. Most of us at this age have already fulfilled the responsibilities of raising our children into adulthood. The pressures of making ends meet or building a career are no longer weighing us down. You likely have stable finances and more free time to pursue personal hobbies, travel, or simply enjoy peaceful afternoons. Most importantly, you have the freedom to focus on yourself and your own desires without being bound by overwhelming obligations. This means you can date more casually, without the pressure of marriage or having children. You can truly savor each moment, each conversation, without being driven by long-term goals. This independence also means you're engaging in mature dating for over 50s out of personal desire, for genuine joy and connection, not because of societal pressure or a fear of loneliness. Life experience and deep understanding. We can't overlook the wealth of life experience and deep understanding we've accumulated. Every wrinkle around your eyes, every silver strand of hair tells a story. You've navigated many ups and downs, joys and sorrows, successes and failures. These experiences have not only made you stronger but have also gifted you with depth, compassion, and the ability to truly understand others. You can easily empathize, listen attentively, and offer sincere advice. This is a unique kind of beauty, a silent magnetism that younger people simply can't possess. When you engage in mature dating for over 50s, you bring not just an individual but a treasure trove of knowledge, experience, and fascinating stories. This makes conversations much deeper, more meaningful, and connections far more authentic. Prioritizing true values. And finally, one of the greatest benefits of mature dating for over 50s is the ability to prioritize true values. At this age, you're no longer concerned with superficialities, pointless competitions, or outward appearances. You've learned that true happiness lies in core values: sincerity, kindness, soul connection, friendship, and shared experiences. You're looking for someone who can laugh with you, cry with you, walk in the park with you, or simply sit quietly together. You're no longer searching for a perfect partner based on societal standards, but a genuine companion, a kindred spirit. This forms a solid foundation for a meaningful and lasting relationship. And importantly, if you don't want to get married again, that's perfectly fine. Mature dating for over 50s can simply be about finding someone to share hobbies with, travel, or enjoy life's simple pleasures together. Your goals are clearer, and that's a huge advantage. So you see, your golden years are not the end of romance. On the contrary, this could be a wonderful beginning for some of the deepest and most meaningful relationships of your life. You don't need to chase youthful ideals. You possess your own unique values and advantages that time has bestowed upon you. Let go of old preconceptions and unnecessary fears. Don't let them stop you from finding joy, connection, and perhaps even a truly wonderful love. Are you ready? Give yourself a chance to find joy, connection, and possibly a wonderful love. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into awakening your inner beauty, boosting self-confidence at any age. Because self-confidence is the first key to opening the door to these meaningful relationships.